makes a great consultant? What helps one consultant stand out from another consultant? In this video, I will discuss 5 skills that I believe every consultant needs to sharpen, and they need to work with them all the time. And as I discuss each of the skills, I will provide some easy to implement actions. Actions to help you sharpen, hone those skills so that you do stand out as a consultant. Hello, I'm Laura Burford. And if you would like additional insights into how to become the best consultant ever, consider subscribing to this channel. And if you click on the bell, you'll be notified when the next video is available. If you have any comments, questions, jot them below. I promise I will respond to your comments. Consultants need to have experience and expertise, and consultants need to be able to articulate their focus, that one thing they want to be known for, what their ideal client looks like, and their point of view. Their how. How do they take somebody on a journey, moving them from where they are today and helping them solve a problem to where they want to be in the future? But there's more than focus, ideal client, and point of view that helps distinguish a consultant, helps a consultant stand out and become a great consultant. And that ties to their interpersonal skills, or what some people might refer to as soft skills. This video discusses 5 skills, interpersonal skills, that I believe every consultant needs to hone, needs to sharpen. And as I discuss each of them, I will provide some suggestions, some ideas to help you sharpen those skills. Are these the only 5 skills a consultant should hone? No, there's more. And if you're interested in other skills that I believe are important, consider downloading Is Consulting for You? The link's below in the comments section. And there are additional skills listed in that document that you can rate yourself against. The first skill, listening. There's a great quote by Peter Drucker that goes this way: "My greatest strength as a consultant is to be ignorant and ask a few questions." Great consultants listen more than they speak. They ask questions. They observe what's going on around them. Great consultants ask exploratory questions, explicit questions. They try to stay away from yes and no questions, because yes and no questions can cause the conversation to cease, and you don't want that. You want to listen to what the other person has to say. Exploratory, explicit questions, such as, "I heard you say, could you expand upon that?" Or, "Boy, you know what? I could see that happening to me, and I don't want it to happen to me. How did you get out of that situation?" Great consultants also try to stay away from why questions. Why questions can put a person on the defense. And if you're just getting to know somebody, you don't want them to become defensive. You want to get to know them. Ask exploratory and explicit questions instead of why questions. But there's more to listening than just asking questions. You want to observe what's going on around you. How are people responding to you? What's their body language like? If you're on a video call, who's paying attention and who's not? If you're at a client site, walk around the room. How are people responding? What are they working on? How are they talking to one another? What do you hear? The first skill ties to how well do you listen? How well do you ask questions? And how well do you observe other people? Skill 2. Great consultants are able to communicate, and they continually hone their communication skills. One of the key reasons why consulting engagements struggle and sometimes fail can be tied back to how well the consultant communicates. Did they communicate enough information? Did they communicate the information in the right format? Great consultants continually hone their communication skills, their writing skills, their speaking skills, their presentation skills. how they use videos, how they use images. When a consultant asks me about communicating and communication skills, I always recommend they start where they thrive. If they thrive with writing, start there. If they thrive with speaking, start there. But no consultant can ignore the other methods of communicating. They need to work on various ways to communicate because everybody hears differently. This is a true story. This isn't something that occurred to me, but it did occur to another consultant. This consultant had a great document that explained his point of view, how he took a client on a journey. And this consultant was a writer. That's where he thrived. He met with a potential client, and they sat across from one another, and he explained what this journey looked like. And as he explained the journey, the potential client pulled out a piece of paper, started drawing boxes. You see, this potential client was a visual person. He heard what the consultant was saying, but for him to truly understand it and see it, he needed a diagram. As a consultant, hone and sharpen different methods of communicating. It is very possible you will need to present the same message using different communication methods. Maybe it's written, maybe that message is a diagram, maybe it's a video. Maybe you present the same message in all three mediums. Skill 3. Are you a problem solver? People hire consultants to help them with a problem. Consultants need to ask the right questions and analyze what they hear. They have to ask those exploratory and explicit questions. And as they listen to the person, they need to determine if they're hearing an outcome of a problem, or if the person's describing a symptom of a problem. And as they listen, they need to dive down. The consultant needs to keep diving down until they determine what is the root cause. And once they determine the root cause, they position themselves to come up with a solution. Consultants use their analytical skills as well as their creativity and innovation to solve a problem. So how do you, as a consultant, hone your problem-solving skills? Well, there are a number of games that are out there that you can take advantage of to help you hone your problem-solving skills. Some of them are computerized, some of them are board games. But here's something that I do. I'm a reader, and I enjoy reading short stories, particularly mystery short stories. And as I read, I try to determine how I would solve the mystery. I also do something very similar with my husband as well as other consultants, where we'll talk about a problem and how somebody solved that problem, and we'll discuss, was there another way that problem could have been solved? Skill 4, time management. Somebody said to me once, you know, you're super organized. And I said, no, I don't want to say I'm super organized. But what I do is manage my time. And one of the techniques I use to manage my time is I block time. Some people refer to this as time blocking. And I block that time for important things, and I don't let anybody or anything interrupt that time that is blocked off. That time could be for business. It also could be for me personally. Personally, go to the gym and get some exercise. I'm not going to dive down into this skill a lot, but I do have a document that includes my top 9 time management techniques and tactics. I've put a link below in the comments section so that you can go grab it. Go help yourself to it. And now let's move on to skill 5. Skill 5, hone your relationship building skills. Consulting is a relationship business. Consulting requires you to build trust. To build trust, a consultant needs to rely on a number of skills, starting with listening and communicating. And building trust starts with being aware of how your words and images impact other people, how your words and images help build credibility. Earlier in this video, I mentioned a consultant who had a point of view document and how, when he met with a potential client, the potential client pulled out a piece of paper and started drawing a diagram. How great would it have been if, instead of the potential client pulling out the piece of paper, the consultant realized he wasn't connecting? How great would it have been if the consultant quickly changed gears and pulled out a piece of paper and started drawing a diagram for the potential client? Building a trusted relationship also requires being aware of how your actions impact the other person. Actions help display reliability. Do you do what you say you're going to do? Are you consistent? And building trusted relationships also requires a consultant to be aware of feelings. They require a consultant to show that they are authentic and genuine. Are there other skills a consultant should have? Definitely. There are a number of skills a consultant should think about, and they should sharpen. Many of the skills are interrelated, and many of the skills tie back to how well you listen and communicate. If you're interested in other skills that I believe are important, download the document. It's Consulting for You. The link's below. Thank you for taking the time to listen to this video. I appreciate it. If you would like additional videos such as this, please subscribe to this channel, and if you click on the bell, you'll be notified when the next video is available. If you have any questions or comments, please jot them below in the comments section. Actually, I would love to hear what you think is the top skill or top 2 skills that a consultant should sharpen at home. And now, I'll be signing off until next week. Take care.